Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This weekend I played the Remote YCS in America and I managed to get 18th place, being top 32. I had an X3 record day 1, so I had 5 wins and 3 losses day 1, but I managed to sneak in as like 63rd out of top 64. And on day 2 we played another 4 rounds and I managed to go 4-0 undefeated there, totally being 9-3. I played Dracotail, and before we go into the deck list, I'm gonna show you at first my prizes. Obviously, that's not like the remote prizes we have yet, but like the playmat, the card trooper, and the sleeves is like the same pricing I got from YCS Vancouver. And then I'm gonna do some shoutouts. Shoutouts to my friends who supported me, especially from Rocket Hideout, from Holtz Roster, from Pack and Pack's Inner Circle. Big thank you to Pack and Danilo as well for coaching me and like helping me a lot with the deck. Then to my friends from Ulm, especially Ollie behind the camera, who also borrowed me some cards. And to my girlfriend Isabel, who is always supporting me. And I would say, let's go into the deck. I played Dracotail branded 40 cards. The list is, I would say, relatively standard. So we have for the monsters triple Femena, triple Lucias, and triple Mululu. Then I played 2 Pan and 2 Ogula. Last week or like 2 weeks ago at YCS Bologna, I was playing 3 Ogula and 1 Pan. Then I tried around with some ratio of like 3 and 2. But I decided that I wanted to have more Pan. I was like afraid of more Vanquish Soul in the meta. And in general, I think Pan is like a really good card. I still think 3 Ogula is a really good choice, especially if you expect a lot of mirror matches. But I felt like Dracotail was a little bit on the decline. So I cut it down and I really wanted to play 40 cards. Like on Friday, this was 41 with the 3rd Ogula. But yeah, I was breaking a bit and I really want to see like Femena and the good cards. That's why it's 40. And with 2 and 2, I'm happy. Sometimes I'm starting like one of those for outgoing second, depending on the matchup. And then we have the one Frixel. That's like the one you send with Branded Fusion, as you can see later. But I would even play it without the Branded Engine. I think it's a really good card on its own. It's another name you can set your cards. And it's a really good normal summon if you have this set up in the grave. Then we have some hand traps. I decided to play 3 Fuva and 2 Parolia in the main deck, so 5 Charmies. I was debating for a long time if I want to main deck additional Charmies next to Fuva, but in my opinion, especially going second, even if Parolia is just an upstart, I think it's worth it because you want to reduce your card count as fast as possible to draw your good cards, especially Fuva and Femena. And I think Parolia is a really good card in some matchups like Vanquish Soul K9, other K9 decks, or even against Yummy decks. So I was really happy with Parolia, and the other Charmies are in the side deck. But I would for sure play that ratio again. And it was basically the discussion if I play either the Parolias or Drolls. But in my opinion, Droll is not an amazing card for Dracotail, so I rather stick with the Charmies. And then we have more hand traps with 2 Bell, 3 Nip, 3 Ash, and the 1 Magnamut. I'm really happy with this lineup. I was playing 3 Bells and 2 Nips at the YCS Bologna 2 weeks ago. But in my opinion, Nip is the higher impact card, especially against matchups like Mitsuyami. And Bell it's average, it's okay. It's like good against Dracotail. It's okay-ish against Mitsurugi decks. Against Vanquish Soul, it's not good. Sometimes I side one out, I play crossroad on the side, so I always keep at least one in going first post side deck. But yeah, it's like a card I want to draw off the Charmies when they resolve going second, but I don't really need to play 3 off. And yeah, the Magnamut was basically card number 40, an amazing card in my opinion. The main purpose is when you resolve it to search like Mululu or Ogula. And yeah, I think I never sided that card out, and every time I resolved it, I think I won the game. And the last monster is just the one Fallen of Albas for Branded Fusion. And everything else is pretty standard. It's triple Raho, triple Ketu, 2 Branded Fusion, and then Sting, Flame, and Horn. I think if you play a normal Dracotail list, it's like everybody's gonna play that ratio. The Branded Fusion, of course, because I really like them as an additional starter. Going second, I side out the Frixel. But in 99% of the matchups, I keep the Branded Fusion as a push unless I play against like a 60 card FTK decks where I need more hand traps. So that's the main deck, clean 40. Then we're gonna go to the side deck real quick. I played 3 spells for going first with Prosperity, in my opinion, like the best engine card. I think I resolved it like 2 or 3 times, and every time it gave me like a crucial non-engine card. I think in one of the games against Mitsuyami day 2, I went first game 3, I could combo, and then I did cross for 6 and grabbed like a called by, what was like completely broken. And then also I used like called by and crossed a couple times to like negate Ash Blossom, because what I noticed during the YCS that people were hand trapping me a lot more aggressive. So usually if they have like Ash Bell, they wait for your turn to negate the traps. But you can basically read the Dracotail player's hand a bit. And sometimes if you Ash Rahu on a certain spot, they can only get to one set trap if they maybe hard draw it or maybe set one flame before, but you prevent a lot of the setup. So that's why I played those cards, to basically prevent people from hand trapping me aggressive. And they're of course amazing in a mirror match to negate like 5 mana or even Crossout, negating any engine card. And yeah, Crossout was also the reason why I lost one of the rounds they won. And the other cards are 3 Imperm and 3 Veiler. Those cards might be a bit uncommon in Dracotail, but they are mainly for the mirror match and also for Canine decks. So decks like Canine Mitsu, Canine Vanquish Soul, and Canine Crystron. In my opinion, it's very important to stop the normal summon, especially if it's Snorai. And if you can't do that, your regular hand traps like Ash, sometimes even a Charmy, or like Bell, Nip, they're not doing that much because they have Ripper on field. And that's why you really want to interrupt the first setup. And yeah, for Dracotail, it's mainly to stop the re-add from Atalion. And yeah, that's the matchup where I sided them in, and they were really good in my opinion. And then the last cards are 2 Cartesias for going first, and the remaining Charmies, the third Porolia, and 3 Meowths. My idea was, if I play against combo decks like Mitsuyami and Malice, I want to have 9 Charmies post side going second. And I think that was a very good call. I had a lot of games where I went second, had multiple Charmies in hand, at least 1 or sometimes 2 resolved. And then if they give you draws, because sometimes they have to end on like a small board, but the moment they decide to give you draws, you draw 5 mana, you draw Nip, you draw Ash, I drew Magna a couple times, you're just winning as soon as those Charmies are resolved. In my opinion, Dracotail is like the best Charmy deck. That's the side deck. And the extra deck is also pretty standard. 3 Arthalion, 1 Gulamel for the Dracotails. Then we have the branded cards with Albion, Mirror Jade, Bubellion, and Sanctifier. I think I summoned Sanctifier only like 2 times. Most often going first, I'm going for the Albion line to make Mirror Jade. But I think I only resolved like Blended Fusion once going first. Going second, I used it a lot more. And there I make mainly Lubellion to resolve the Mululu Negate. And then we have some flex spots. I played the Chaos, that's like a good card to out-retaliating Sea or Dimensional Fissure. I think I summoned it a couple times. You can also summon it with Keto, of course. Philia Regis, I think that's the only card in my extra deck I didn't summon, but in theory it's nice if you have like the option to fuse a pan off. Then Mysterion, obviously an amazing card against Malice. I think it won me both Malice matchups I played, because my opponents didn't play around it. I played 2 Secretarians because I think it's really good in the mirror match. And for the last 2 cards, I played Typhon and SP. Typhon was like a little bit of a last minute decision, but it turned out really well. I think I summoned it 3 times, and at least 2 of the games I summoned it, I won. And SP is just like the generic link monster if you start with bodies on your field. This could be cross shield, but for me SP was good. Yeah, and that was the deck. Yeah, I think that was like the last event for the year for me. I'm really happy with my second YCS tops after YCS Vancouver, making it a really successful year for me. And yeah, what's left is like playing a bit of Master Duel in December, maybe trying to get as high as possible in the December DC Cup. Otherwise, I'm back in 2026 and hopefully here for you with more content. That's it for me, and thank you.